That's the greetings in these parts, and when you come to College Station, Texas, you know that the Aggies are ready to gig 'em. Kyle Field will be swaying and electric for this one. This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Coming out with it, it's Brown. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The offense set for a first down play. They'll go to the ground. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Sends it downfield. And he reels it in inside the 30. Touchdown, Aggie! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he tacks on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
Yeah, and you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really...
A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
And the Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, this defense received a lot of well-earned accolades after registering 4 sacks. Last week, they've put everybody on notice, and they're doing it again here early, already registering a sack in this one.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 20, he's got space. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the middle. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen.
Fires the pass, intercepted. And how about that play? Even with the short return, they're in the red zone. They've got it at the 17.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
They really perform at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
And the entire playbook is wide open on 2nd and short like this. They'll try the right side. wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. The Aggies headed quickly to the line.
Really good-looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space. It was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that, too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Just going to keep it after the snap. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Florida Atlantic is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to North Texas. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll try it over the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He wants to take the top off. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. He's going to pass. Coming after him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
That's how you have a short memory. That's how you forget about the big play that just happened, and you line up in your stance and you respond. Great job by the defense, lining up, getting after the quarterback, even after they made a big play.
Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels...
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Handoff to the lone back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He chucks one out to the right. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake. Now to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Aggies.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feed. Find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Tuggle. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I can go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Makes his connection. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's looking to throw it. Slips away. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are there, more people are covering, more people are talking about it, more people are spreading it. So, obviously, to do it on this stage will go a long way to determine whether this team gets in the playoff.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football in these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Addison. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Frazier. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now on first and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll line up for a second down play. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On second down, they'll take to the air. Quick strike complete. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and
and he intercepts it. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator.
Grabs it inside the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Dogs!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to run it. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. He lets one fly deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything.
Afterburners coming. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Quick completion on the out. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. He wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Another 1st down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
This offense has been running wild in the 1st half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Trying to slam in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll come out throwing on first down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Little touch pass to the receiver. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Complete to the left. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Looking to buy time. Fires on the move. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, and now you put your defense in position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Vanderbilt is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jay Cutler, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by just 2 to Western Michigan. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out of their own 37.
This is a guy that can find you to hit the yard. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
After the misfire, it's second down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is snowed under. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical. And then guess what? It gets into passing situations. Now I'm quick. Now I'm on the edge. Now I'm making that quarterback's life a living you-know-what.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Wide receiver shows motion. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And he throws another interception, his third of the night.
What a beautiful sight. And not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can have unbelievable hands to the mix, because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
Oh, look out! Touchdown, Dogs! And the beatdown has ensued. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
Texas A&M, 21.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They go right back to him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Now adjusting. They get to him as he throws. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He only needs a sliver of daylight. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Looking to move it through the air. He's going for it all. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
They're working that left side. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
I tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Going up top on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly complete. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. He's got 98 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Looking for room, it's Frazier. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season.
Touchdown Bulldogs! And the pummeling has started. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He'll try the left side. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The running back has it. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Now on second down. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. There to make the stop, and we played 3 in this one.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Georgia 56, Texas A&M 21.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They go to the ground. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Fourth down coming up.
Do something! Never mind. This is the word. Can't believe I paid for this. That's garbage.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away.
On to kick it away.
He gets a block. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
They'll throw it on first down. Buying some time. He'll pull it down and run. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have had push passes playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Makes the grab. It's Smith. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on fourth down. Try to get it on the ground. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.